Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about Tattooed Chef. We're doing a deep dive into the company, and it is September 2021 right now. All right, let's get into the first slide. So really quick for this video, first I'm going to do 3 reasons why, just really quick and simple for those of you who want like just a quick and simple version. And then for those of you who want a longer, more detailed version, we're actually going to go into the deep dive. So yeah, first 3 reasons why. So first 2 reasons actually. First one, several, we'll put several, not all, several of their products have really healthy ingredients. And also, they were featured several times on Flav City. 2 times in particular that I can recall is first the riced cauliflower stir fry, and also the acai or the acai bowl. I don't know how you pronounce it, acai or acai, but yeah. So these 2 products right here. First one, the organic rice cauliflower stir fry. I think they have these at Costco. If you look at the ingredients right here, this is the same thing that Bobby did in his Costco shopping haul review. We went through it one by one. So ingredients: organic cauliflower. So that's just cauliflower and salt. Organic stir fry sauce, which is made up of water. Organic tamari sauce. Tamari is really good because instead of soy sauce tamari, it is gluten free, I believe, and a lot of people can't really have gluten, so that's good. And also more water, organic soy. Organic soy is really good because a lot of soy is GMO, meaning that it's genetically modified. So when they genetically modify the soy, and also they do it for corn as well, they tweak it so that they don't need pesticides. So it's like if an insect tries to eat the soy, or they try to eat the corn, like it'll die. So if they do that to the corn or the soy, it's like I don't know if you should be eating that. So yeah, that's why I prefer the organic stuff. And also salt, organic alcohol, organic sesame seed oil, organic sugar, organic ginger powder, organic white vinegar, sea salt, organic garlic powder, organic white pepper, organic green peas, organic red peppers, organic corn, and organic leeks. So yeah, pretty clean ingredients there, really good. And also for the acai bowl, there were actually 2 sets of ingredients lists. This is one that I found on their website, and also their website, along with other websites, had this in the actual picture. And also in the review that Bobby did at Costco, his review contained this list of ingredients, not this. So yeah, reviews to both of the Flav City videos are in the description below if you want to get into that. But I'm guessing that this was the old ingredients list and this is the new one. So for the new one, they're mostly clean. Mostly clean, not 100% clean. 2 things that are not that great is the organic sunflower oil. For sunflower oil, if you're using that, ideally you want to see organic and expeller pressed. Why do you want to see expeller pressed? Because they use a chemical called hexane to extract the oil from the sunflower. That's according to Bobby, what I've learned in his videos. I don't have an official source for that, so you'd have to check that out yourself. But from what I heard, hexane, that is also used in gasoline, and they say that they remove most of the hexane and it's safe for you. But I mean, is it really? I don't know about that. So yeah, it's pretty clean, but yeah, ideally you want to see expeller pressed, and also there's the natural vanilla flavor. There's nothing really natural about natural flavors because they're made in a lab, and there was also a video that I saw where they actually go into the uh, like the person's job who makes the natural flavors, and it's just a lab with all of these different chemicals, and it's really scary. I'll link that in the description too if you guys are interested, that natural flavors video. So yeah, but anyway, it's pretty good. Just the toppings, it has these 2 things that aren't that great. So if you want the acai bowl, just get rid of the toppings, and it's pretty good. Yeah, but it's a really good improvement compared to how it was before. Before they were using just regular granola. Now it's organic granola. For regular granola, I mean, it's not ideal because it's regular granola scores high in glyphosates, which is the active ingredient in Roundup. So you're eating more Roundup, which is in your food when you get the non-organic granola. And also, from what I heard, canola oil, that is worse than the sunflower oil, according to Bobby. So yeah, and also they still had the natural vanilla flavor. But main thing is they went from the regular granola to organic granola, and then they went from canola oil, which is not organic, to organic sunflower oil, which is an improvement. Not ideal, but yeah, still better. And yeah, so main takeaway from this is point three. They went from this ingredients list, which is worse, to a better ingredients list. Not perfect, but better, and because of that they can adapt to what customers want. So those are the three reasons why. First one, several of the products have healthy ingredients, and it's also flavored on Flav City, a YouTube channel that I really like. Featured on that channel a couple of times, and they also can adapt to what customers want. All right, so next is the deep dive. First, we're going to be going over the CEO and the CEO's ownership in the company. After that, we'll be going into the August 2021, that's the Q2 2021 conference called Transcript. After that, we'll be doing the same thing for the financial statements. And then we're going to go into the September 2021 investor presentation. After that, we'll be doing a comparison of TTCF versus the competition. That's like product reviews and comparisons between Beyond Meat and Amy's. That's their main competition, in my opinion. And also, we'll be going over investing in TTCF, like my personal thoughts on that. So, first, number one, CEO and ownership in the company. Let's get into that. So this form is form 4. I got this from the investor relations part of the Tattooed Chef website, and a link to that is in the description below. For this is Sam Galletti. I'm guessing his official name is Galletti Salva. I can't pronounce it. Salvatore maybe. But yeah, I'm guessing that's why his nickname is Sam. But yeah, from this form, you can see that he did sell some shares on 4/15/2021, 800,000 shares, but he still has about 31.26 million, over 31.26 million, and he is at least a 10% owner in the company. So out of all of these shares, how many shares are outstanding? Like how many shares are available on the market? So for that, you just look at the 10Q, quarterly report for 10Q, and it says weighted average common shares outstanding as of 2021. There's about 81.98 million shares outstanding. That's the shares that are available for this company, that are out there for people to like purchase and trade and stuff. So yeah, what percentage is that? I did a calculator check, so I divided that 31.26 million. That's the amount that Sam Galletti has out of the 81.98 million, and we get 0.38, a little over 0.38. So he has roughly 38% ownership in the company Tattooed Chef. So even though he is selling, he has a pretty big stake in the company. So that's really good. That's something you want to look for when you're looking for companies to invest in. Does the CEO have a good amount of cash in the stock? So yeah. That is number one. And then next, number two, we're going to do the conference call transcript. Okay, so this is the conference call transcript, or the earnings call transcript, whichever you want to call it. For this is like the full 100% original transcript. What I did was I just found the original transcript, and then I narrowed it down to 25 points that I thought were important. I read through the whole thing and I highlighted it and I narrowed it down to these 25 things. So if you want to see the original transcript, like the place where I got the original transcript from, link to that is in the description below if you want to check that out. All right, so let's get into the points. Number one, second quarter revenue increased 46% to 50.7 million compared to the second quarter last year. So increase in revenue, that's always good. They're making more money, more product sales. And also their branded product sales for the second quarter of 2021 was 33.1 million. And that is an increase of 62% compared to the 20.4 million in the second quarter of last year. And also, they closed their acquisition of New Mexico food distributors and Karsten Tortilla Factory LLC, collectively referred to as Foods of New Mexico, on May 14th for approximately 37 million. So that's also important because of those new acquisitions, they can launch new products, expand their product line. And yeah, so also they'll be launching new products such as their first ever refrigerated ambient products next year. And they're going to be going over the $20 billion Hispanic Southwest food category using those companies that they acquired with alternative tortillas, burritos, enchiladas, and other creations. So yeah. Number 6, they plan to expand Tattooed Chef to not just in groceries, but also into, what was it, airports? Your airports, convenience stores, and more. So you'll be able to find them in a lot more places besides just the grocery stores. That's good. And also in 2 to 3 years, they believe that Foods of New Mexico can contribute up to $200 million in revenue annually. So that's a really good purchase that they made. Next one, number 8. At the end of 2020, their branded products were nearly 4,300 stores, and they had 23,000 points of distribution. And then they grew that to 8,355 stores at the end of Q2 with 48,070 points of distribution, which exceeded their previous projections. Number 9, by the end of the third quarter, they'll be in over 12,000 stores with over 79,402 points of distributions. And number 10, in Q2, they went on a shelf at Whole Foods. They got into Whole Foods, Harris Teeter, Jewel, Smart and Final, Nuggets Markets in NorCal, and a variety of other independent retailers. Next one, point 10, in Q3, they started distribution at Sprouts Farmers Market. That's the store that I really like, Sprouts, Kroger, and multiple Albertsons divisions, including Southwest, SoCal, NorCal, Intermountain, Seattle, and also HEB Price Shoppers. Point 12, they have the ability to go to market in as little as 3 months. 3 months, which gives us the ability to constantly innovate and stay on trend. For those of you who are paying attention, that is point number 3 and the 3 reasons why I like TTCF. Because of this, they can go to market in as little as 3 months from idea to the market shelves. So yeah. Next one, number 13, our new capabilities in 2021 include gluten-free, soy-free, and also the plant-based meat production. And with the Foods of the New Mexico acquisition, they can now make alternative tortillas, snacks, burritos, handheld quesadillas, enchiladas, and more. And also, number 14 today, they have over 62 branded items. Point number 15, in Q2, they launched over 14 new SKUs. That's just a fancy word for new items, including at their multi-serve meal line at Target, and also their new, I can't pronounce that, pitaya? I don't, that word, smoothie bowl. Something that they have not seen in mass or grocery stores yet. Point 16, in Q3, they plan to launch 6 innovative items, including a cheeseburger bowl. That sounds interesting. Cheeseburger bowl inspired by California flavors with meat alternatives, caramelized onions, and a secret sauce. Point 17, they're also launching a rice cauliflower pad thai. Point 18, they're also going to launch a gluten-free plant-based chicken in their spicy Thai bowl, now available at Sprouts Farmers Market. Point 19. They will also be launching a subscription service later this year as another way for their loyal consumers to shop for Tattooed Chef products. Subscription service, I really like this. Why? Because they can just get they can get revenue more easily. So if you just subscribe to Tattooed Chef, like their customers will just be charged automatically, so they'll be able to get a more reliable stream of revenue instead of having to rely on people like having to get into their car, drive to the supermarket, and like search for their product, then they'd have to buy it. Instead, it's just subscribed automatically and they just get billed every month. So it's very reliable revenue for the company. So yeah, no, point 19 I really like. Next one, point 20. In the second quarter of 2021, revenue increased from 45.9%, and that is from 50.7 million compared to 34.8 million for the prior year period. So that's good. Revenue increase is always good. And that was also driven by 12.7 million increase in revenue of Tattooed Chef branded products. That's point 21. Point number 22. Gross profit in the second quarter was 8 million or 15.7% of revenue compared to 3.7 million or 10.8% for the prior year period. And this increase in gross margin was primarily due to the increase in branded Tattooed Chef sales and the investment in manufacturing equipment made in the back half of 2020 that doubled doubled our production capacity in both the US and Italy. So you always want to see gross profit margins increase. In this case, it went from 10.8% to 15.7% of revenue. So the higher this number is, the better. And yeah, that was primarily due to that increase in TTCF sales and also that manufacturing equipment investment. All right, that's 22. Next, 23. Going forward, they anticipate quarterly gross margin expansion throughout the rest of 2021, and they also expect their branded volume to quadruple their production capacity. And also, operation expenses increased from 15.9 million in the second quarter of 2021 compared to 2.1 million to the prior year, and that was primarily because they had a promotional expenses of up to 3.2 million, also marketing expenses up to 2.9 million, and professional services including legal and accounting up to 2.6 million. And they do not expect these operating expenses to decrease as a percentage of revenue over time, as many fixed operating expenses will be spread over increased revenue. So their expenses are going up, but I don't think that's much of a problem right now. So yeah. Anyway, next 24. We are also heavily investing in the Tattooed Chef brand to to increase distribution and also raise brand awareness and drive sales in the new stores that are launching products. The costs that we are investing in today should produce realized benefits in the future. So it's because of this is the reason why their net loss, they're not making money, their loss was 53.2 million in the 3 months ended June 30th, 2021 compared to net income of 1.3 million in the prior year period. So this is really important. Right now they are losing money. They are not profitable right now. And why is that? Because they are heavily investing in the brand. They're trying to do all this advertising stuff. They're spending money. They're investing in themselves. They're trying to make themselves a better company by getting everyone to know about them. And once everyone knows about them, then they'll have to spend less money on advertising and marketing, and they'll just rake in the profits because everyone will know that Tattooed Chefs exist and they have like really good products. And yeah, it'll all be good in the future. So yeah, even though they are losing money, I'm not worried about it at all. So yeah, 24. And last point that they had in the transcript is 25. They're going to spend an additional $3 million in marketing during the back half of this year to take advantage of some of the opportunities that they have discovered in order to build more brand awareness. So they're going to continue to invest in themselves. So yeah, that was the conference call transcript. And next we are going to get into the 10Q, the quarterly report. So let's get into that really quick. Let me scroll up. Yeah, here. Okay, so this is the 10Q. Really quick note, all of these numbers here are in thousands, except, oh, thousands, let me highlight that. Thousands except for the share and per share information. So just to make things simple, I'm going to read the actual numbers here, but keep in mind that you have to add 3 zeros to the end. So instead of 140,000, it's like actually 140 million. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into that. We have first current assets on the balance sheet. So from December 31st, 2020 to June 30th, 2021, you can see that before it was 130,000, 130.5 thousand. Now it is 140,000. So increase in cash over time is always good. Same with their total current assets. I'd like to take a look at that as well. Total current assets that increased over time. This number is higher than this number, so it's good. So same for total assets. Total assets also increased. This number here, it's bigger than this number, so it's good. Current liabilities. For current liabilities, that's like the bills that they have to pay really soon. Current liabilities, that did increase from 30,000 to 44,000. But if you compare current liabilities to the cash, you can see that they have way more than enough cash to pay for their current bill. So cash is at 140,000 while current liabilities is only at 44,000, so that's good. And also, if you take a look at total liabilities, that's like the bills that they have to pay in the future, more long-term stuff. Total liabilities, that also went up from 49, no, not 49, 37.5 thousand to 47,000. You compare that to the cash, they have way more than enough cash to pay for that. Over 140,000 cash with current total liabilities at only about 49,000. It's really hard to find a company like that where their total liabilities is way less than their cash. So this company is good. You don't have to worry about it. Anyway, that was the balance sheet from the 10Q. Next, let's go into the condensed consolidated statements of operations and comprehensive income, also known as the income statement. So same thing with the income statement. Everything is in thousands except the share and per share information. Just to make things simple, I'm going to read the actual numbers that are written here. But yeah, just keep in mind you got to add 3 zeros to this. So really quick. So for revenue, for 6 months ended June 30th, revenue is increasing. Back in 2020, it was at 67.9 thousand. Now it's at over 103,000. So increase in revenue is always good. Same for the 3 months ended June 30th. This number here is higher than this number. Also for gross profit is also increasing for the 6 months ended and also the 3 months ended. This number here for gross profit is higher than this number here, and this number here for gross profit is higher than this number here. So that's the main takeaway. Next, loss or income from operations. Really important. Whenever a number is in negative, whenever a number is negative, it's represented by being in parentheses. So I never knew that before. And yeah, really important to know. So main takeaway from this is that before in 2020 they were profitable. They had 8.5 thousand in revenue, oh not revenue, income, and now it is at a loss of 14.9 thousand. 14.9 thousand loss, and same for the 3 months ended. They went from positive, making money to losing money, 1.6 thousand to 7.9 thousand. So this is not good, but as I said earlier in the what do you call that, in the conference call, let me go back to the conference call. Yeah, so point number 24, their net loss, they were losing money, but why is that? They're investing in they're investing in themselves. They're buying more like ads. They're trying to get everyone to learn about Tattooed Chef and their products. So yeah, that's the reason why they went from making money to losing money, but I don't think it's a problem in the future. Once everyone knows about Tattooed Chef, everything should be good and they won't have to spend as much money on advertising. So yeah, just a temporary thing in my opinion. Nothing to worry about. Let's see. That was net loss. Anything else? I think oh yeah, everyone likes to talk about the EPS or the earnings per share. So yeah, earnings per share before for the 6 months ended, it was at 20 cents, and then that went to negative 76 cents. So same for the 3 months ended, it was at 3 cents. Now it's at negative 65 cents. So yeah, not good right now, but in the future I think it'll be better. I think that's pretty much it. Next is this. Yeah, this isn't, I don't think this is really important. So yeah, anyway, that is the 10Q. So next we are going to be going into point number 4, which is the investor presentation. Okay, so this is the Tattooed Chef investor presentation for September 2021. All right, I'm not gonna go through every single slide here because I mean, I don't think every single slide is that important, but I will go through just a few of them. So first one is slide 3. Let's go to slide 3. So this is just a quick overview of the leadership team. The main two people that I want to talk about are Sam Galletti and Sarah Galletti. So if you don't know Sam Galletti, he is the CEO and the president of Tattooed Chef. So he's been in the food industry for quite a while, 35 years. That's longer than I've actually been alive. So Sam Galletti, he has a lot of experience in the food industry, and also Sarah Galletti, this is his daughter. She's actually the tattooed chef, and she joined the company back in 2014. So yeah, those are the two main people I want to talk about. And next is slide number 6. Let's go to 656. Yeah, so this is the SKUs or the products that they've had. So as you can see that over time, the amount of products that Tattooed Chef has increased like exponentially. So as you can see, back in 2017, they only had 2. 2018 they expanded that to what, 7, 3, 6, 7, yeah, 7, and then they just kept getting more and more and more. Like 2020 they had a total of what, 38 products, and then 2021 right now they have a total of 73 products. And something really good that I wanted to mention is if you compare this presentation with the presentation that they did back in 2020, they did a similar presentation I think December 2020, and they gave some estimates for the number of products for 2021. Here you can see 2021, what they actually have is 73. What they estimated back, this is the old one, was 62 SKUs. So they're actually going ahead of schedule. They're putting out products faster than they anticipated. So that's really good in my opinion. They went from their goal of 62 SKUs for 2021, and they're actually at 73. So they're uh, going beyond their goals. That's a really good point. So yeah, that was slide 6. Next, number 8. Jump to 8. So yeah, if you didn't know, Tattooed Chef, they are also vertically integrated. So what does vertically integrated mean? Like in like kids speak, like in layman's terms. It means that they do everything themselves. So Tattooed Chefs, they come up with the idea. Tattooed Chef designs the products. Tattooed Chef plants the plants the seeds. Tattooed Chef grows the plants. Tattooed Chef manufactures everything. Tattooed Chef does everything themselves. They don't rely on a different company to produce their products. That's what they mean by vertically integrated. And why is this important? It's important because of this, they are able to go from innovation to the market in as little as 3 months. So if they notice something in the market, like maybe they get some feedback from their customers like, oh, we don't want this ingredient in your acai bowl. Can you switch it out with this ingredient instead? Well, because they own everything and they do it all themselves, they'll be able to make that change a lot faster as opposed to having as opposed to like a situation where maybe some other company was doing the manufacturing process or something like that. So yeah. Anyway, that was slide 8. The next one I wanted to go into was slide 13. So let's jump to that. All right, so just a few highlights here. As you can see, revenue, it's growing 52% year over year. So 1H 2020, that's the first half of 2020, if you don't know what the H is, compared to 1H 2021, first half of 2021. You can see it went up from 67.9 million to 103.4 million. So increase in revenue, that's always good. And also increased, their brand has increased. So there was no investments in marketing and brand until 2021. And as you can see here, there's more people who are aware of their products, of the Tattooed Chef brand. And let's see, I think we mentioned this before, but capacity is going to quadruple in 2021. That's really good. And also, branded store count is going to triple in 2021. So that's also another good point there. So yeah, that was slide 13. Next, let's jump to slide 17. So yeah, total stores, as you can see, the total stores, it's increasing exponentially. So back in 2019, they only had about 1,600 stores. They were only in about 1,600 stores. In 2020, went up to over 4,000 stores. First half of 2021, over 8,000 stores. Their goal for 2021 is to reach 10,000 stores. And then 3Q 2021, the third quarter of 2021, is they're going to expect over 12,000 stores. So yeah, you can see this, like the more stores they're in, the better. Let's see, that's slide 17. Next, 18. Tattooed Chef, as you can see, back in 2020, Tattooed Chef was only in Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, Target, Trader Joe's, and Aldi. But now in 2021, these guys are new. So now, this year, they broke into Kroger, Sprouts, Whole Foods, Alberts, and Safeway. What is that? Hannah Ford. I've never seen that before, but Hannah Ford and a bunch of these other stores right here. So yeah, the more stores are in, the better. Next one, 2 slides I want to go over next. 19. 19 is they are rapidly growing their distribution points as measured in channels. So here you can see the more distribution points that they have, the faster they'll be able to get their products out into their stores. So yeah, the more stores there are in, the better, and then the more distribution points they have, the easier and the faster it'll be for them to get those products into the stores. So yeah. Let's see. Last one. I just wanted to talk about one more slide. That's 23. Let's go to 23 really quick. So right now they are. I think if you watch the, what do you call that? The 10Q portion of the video, you knew that they're not making profit right now. And as I mentioned before, why is that? That's because they are investing in themselves. They're building their brand awareness. So they're going on TV shows like the Weather Channel, CNN, CNBC, TLC. There's YouTube here, OWN, Oxygen, the Food Network, Animal Planet. They're trying to get their brand out so that everyone knows about them. So they're investing in themselves. And I think, oh yeah, here as of August 3rd, 2021, brand awareness grew from 6% to 15%. So seems like it's working. Anyway, yeah, that was the main points for the investor presentation for September 2021. Let's see, next we are going to go into, oh, it's loading. We're going to go into point number 5. Point number 5 is TTCF versus the competition. So product reviews and comparisons, in particular, Beyond Meat and also Amy's. All right, so first we're comparing their cauliflower pizza bowl, TTCF's cauliflower pizza bowl, to Beyond Meat's plant-based patties. So I chose this because they both contain meat. I'm comparing specifically the pepperoni to the meat and well, pepperoni to the meat in the Beyond Burger. And this info is from Target. So first off, let's take a look at the ratings. As you can see, for the ratings for the Pizza Bowl, we have a total of 55 ratings, and the average is 4.2 out of 5 stars. For 5 stars, there's 75% 5 stars, and 15% is 1 star. As for the Beyond Burger, they do have about double the amount of reviews. They have 106 reviews for that. And let's see, 3.8 stars out of 5. 61% is 5 stars, and 21% is at 1 star. So yeah, those are the ratings. And as for the ingredients, I just want to go over the ingredients really quick. So this is specifically for the meat. I just wanted to compare the ingredients in the meat. So for Tattooed Chef, one thing I like to look for is oils and natural flavors. That's another thing that I learned from the Flav City channel. I heard that canola oil is not the best oil for you. There's a lot of it's more processed from what I heard compared to coconut oil compared to Bobby. I'm just going off of what I learned from his channel. So yeah, I don't have any like solid document to back this up. I'm just going off what I learned from Play City. But yeah, anyway, from what I learned there, you want to do canola oil mainly. So bad thing about Tattooed Chef is that they are using canola oil. Good thing is that the coconut oil, that comes first in the list. Whichever ingredient is at the top, there's more of it. So there's more not canola, more coconut oil than there is canola oil, which is a good thing. And other thing, they are using natural smoking flavors. That is one thing that I do not like. I'm hoping they'll be able to get rid of that in the future with their vertical integration thing and their like 3 months from not product, from idea to product. Maybe they'll be able to pump out a pizza bowl that has no natural flavors in that, hopefully. But yeah, let's compare that to the Beyond Burger. For Beyond Burger, they are using also the canola oil and the coconut oil. So for this, the canola oil is first. So the canola oil, it's not the best, but the thing is the quality of the canola oil is better for Beyond Meat when compared to Tattooed Chef. Why? Because this canola oil is expeller pressed. You do not see expeller pressed canola oil in Tattooed Chef. If Tattooed Chef wanted to up their game, then they would turn this canola oil into expeller press. But if they wanted to really beat Beyond Burger, which I hope they'll do this, they'll either just get rid of the canola oil completely and add in more coconut oil, or maybe they could add in more extra virgin olive oil here that they used for the pizza sauce. So yeah, Beyond Burger, expeller pressed canola oil, that's good. But the thing is, they're using coconut oil as well. But the thing is, coconut oil, that is after the canola oil. If Beyond Meat Burger wanted to make it better, then they would put the coconut oil first. And yeah, also they also have the natural flavors. So yeah, both of these products, they're not perfect ingredient wise, but when you compare it to other frozen products, it's a lot cleaner. But both companies, they still have some work to do when it comes to improving their product. It's not like it's the perfect frozen food or perfect plant-based patty. So yeah. Anyway, next is the Tattooed Chef Cauliflower Mac and Cheese Bowl versus Amy's Organic Rice Mac and Cheese. Amy's is a really good brand that I personally like. I think they're a private company though, so you can't buy any of their stock. But it is still, Tattooed Chef's competition once people go to the supermarkets. It's like, do I get Amy's or do I get Tattooed Chef? So yeah. Anyway, price wise, for the Tattooed Chef mac and cheese bowl, you pay $4.99. This is from the Target prices. $4.99 for 10 ounces, so roughly 50 cents per ounce. And for the Amy's, it's $4.29 for 8 ounces, so about 53 about 53, 54 cents per ounce. So one thing that I do like about Amy's, like if I were given the choice right now, if I had to choose Amy's or Tattooed Chef, I would personally go with Amy's. Why? Because Amy's is organic. Tattooed Chef, for this product at least, Tattooed Chef does have organic products, but for their mac and cheese bowl, that is not organic. I'm hoping it turns organic in the future. But yeah, the reason why I prefer the organic is because I heard that organic foods score lower in something called glyphosates, whereas non-organic foods score higher in glyphosate. And what is glyphosate? That is the active ingredient in Roundup, the weed killer. So I'd prefer, if I could, to eat foods with as small amount of weed killer in it as possible. So that's why I'd prefer the Amy's. But anyways, let's go on to the ratings. Here you can see for the Tattoo Chef, we have 100 ratings, and it's 4.7 out of 5 stars. So that's a lot of stars. So people actually, they really like it. It's like, what, 87% 5-star reviews, and the 1-star reviews, it's only 4%. Whereas the Amy's, I'm kind of surprised by this. I'm guessing the taste isn't that great, probably, but health-wise, I'm more of a health person. Like, I'd still rather get the Amy's, even though the ratings are lower. But taste-wise, I'm guessing Tattoo Chef is better. But yeah, anyway, for Amy's 50 guest ratings, 50 ratings for that, 3.3 out of 5 stars. 5-star reviews is about 46%, and the 1-star reviews is 32%. So even though Amy's is healthier, I'm assuming Tattooed Chef flavor-wise tastes better, which is why more people are buying it, which is good for the company. I'm just hoping that Tattooed Chef will be able to maintain that flavor, but also introduce that health aspect that Amy's has as well by turning this thing organic. So yeah, that would be like ideal. Anyway, that was the comparison. I think next number five. Oh, that's number 5. Last number 6. So investing in TTCF, personal thoughts. Let's go to that. So personally, what do I think about TTCF? I personally think that it will beat the market. I actually have some of my own money in TTCF in my real money portfolio. So yeah, that's I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I think it will beat the S&P 500 in the long run. In the long run, but uh, I am not always right. No one is always right. So this is just my best guess. So if you also think that Tattoo Chef will beat the market and want to start a position of it in your portfolio, I would suggest putting an initial position of 5% maximum. And I would dollar cost my way into this position. I wouldn't put like all your money into it, all 5% into it all at once. Maybe like buy once every 2 weeks over the course of, I don't know, 3, 4 months or so. And then after you build that initial position, once you have that 5% max or whatever percent you want to keep it at in your portfolio, I would only add more if there's more good news that comes out about Tattooed Chef, and also if it outperforms the S&P 500. So yeah, that's when I would add more after that initial allocation of money. Okay, and last slide. Last slide is the Discord stocks with Daryl. If you didn't know I have a Discord, link to that is in the description below. In the Discord, I post updates to any of my portfolios that I made. The portfolios are in the Google Doc sheet. And if you want to see the updates that I'm making to that, just feel free to check out the Discord. And also for the Google Doc sheet, if you didn't know, my goal is to outperform the market, the S&P 500, the VU, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to do better than average, get better than average returns. And I'm just keeping myself accountable and being transparent about it by recording everything that like every stock I've suggested and every portfolio I've made. I've put it into this Google Doc, and I've compared myself to the market to see if I can actually beat it or not. So if you want to check that out, feel free to click the link in the description below. And yeah, I think that's it. That's it for the TTCF deep dive video. I know it was a long one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.